another stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. And if you are new, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how you found out about my channel, and let me know a little bit about yourself so I can start to get to know you better. Well, some of y'all probably know there is a storm, a hurricane, that is expected to hit Louisiana. And it's supposed to make landfall sometime Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening. And it's probably going to be a Category 2 storm when it hits the area I live in. I'm really hoping that the storm fizzles out more, or it turns enough where it doesn't really hit us, or we get very little weather from it. But that's what we're expecting. So it probably means that I will probably lose electricity. So if you don't hear from me for a few days, and hopefully it would just be a few days, hopefully we're not without power for too long, that is why. If I can access my internet on my phone, I will try to leave updates in my Facebook group. So if y'all haven't joined my Facebook group, y'all might want to join my group so that y'all know what's going on with the storm. The link for my group is in the description box below. So as soon as I have power again, if we lose power, I will be back. But yeah, more than likely we will lose power. Now last year, we had 2 hurricanes that hit last year. The first one, we were shocked. We did not lose power. But the second one, we lost power. But the second one actually was worse than the first storm. And oh, it was so hot. It was miserable. Me and Frank would have to go in the car and turn the air conditioner on to cool off. I mean, it was that bad with the heat. But like I said, I'm hoping the storm isn't going to be too bad. But anyway, let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to the knitting. Well, I lost that yarn chicken. I did not have enough yarn to finish my shawl. I have that much left to do. And I did order another ball of yarn, so I'm just waiting for that to come in, and then I will finish the shawl. But that's the progress of the shawl. And yes, I know it's curling really bad. I will have to block this shawl because of that. And also to make the lace and all stand out better. But that's how it's looking. But I did start on a new shawl. And let me show you the progress I made on it. Well, actually, let's see. I might have, yeah, I have it the wrong side I'm showing you. But this is what the new one's looking like so far. And the yarn I'm using for it is the Yarn Bee. The color is Power Surge. And this is a #1 weighted yarn. So it's the first time I've knitted a shawl using #1 weighted yarn, and it's my second time ever using #1 weighted yarn. The first time was whenever I knitted my first pair of socks. But it's been really easy. I haven't had any trouble with using the #1 weighted yarn. The only thing is it just seems like it's so tiny. Because if I was using #4 weighted yarn, the shawl would be a lot bigger than what it is right now. But this pattern that I'm doing, it's a gorgeous pattern. Right now, it's just basically garter stitch right now. But it will get into the more fancier stitching, which I'm going to put the link for this pattern in the description box of this video so y'all can see what this shawl is going to look like. And I will have the pattern link for this shawl too in the description box in case anyone is interested in making this shawl. So I'm curious, what are y'all currently knitting? Let me know that in the comments down below. Another thing I want to mention to y'all, I ordered some yarn from Gia over at Yarn Nut, and it's supposed to be coming in today, so I plan to be doing a small unboxing video later today when it shows up. I ordered 2 different types of the ice yarn, but it's beautiful, and I can't wait for y'all to see what I ordered. And if y'all haven't checked Gia out, make sure y'all go check her out. She has a channel and she has a website where you can order ice yarn from, and the shipping's a lot cheaper than if you order directly from Ice Yarn. But I'm going to put her channel link and her website link in the description box below, so make sure y'all go check her out. Also, I will be going live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Bree, with her beautiful purple hair, with Bree's Little Yarn Corner, I think I have her channel name right. If not, I will have the name and the link in the description box below for her channel. So make sure, if y'all haven't checked Bree out, go check her out. Y'all gonna love Bree. But I hope y'all can make it to tomorrow's live, and we're gonna have a good time. And now it's time for Ask the Biscuit Anything. Take it away, Frank.
Hi, I'm the Biscuit.
Okay, the Biscuit, we have a question for you from Lisa, the Grammy Scattered All the Way. She wants to know, do you play video games, or have you ever been into video games?
Yes, Lisa, I play video games. As most kids my age growing up through the years, I did play, starting with Nintendo, then Super Nintendo. I wasn't really a fan of the Genesis or anything else because of the popularity of Nintendo. I did, however, once upon the release of the Xbox, become an Xbox convert. I did like the Splinter Cell games, and I definitely liked Halo. When it came to switching to computers, I could never afford one. Now, in the early 2000s, my uncle gave me a Commodore 64 that had Tom Clancy's Hunt for Red October on it, and I was hooked on that. It's a submarine hunting game. The controls are based on the keyboard, and from there you would actually engage in fights and sink other subs, ships, and whatnot. It's definitely a retro game, but it was very addictive at the time. Now, for board games, really, it was Life, Monopoly, just the boring stuff. Now, I do have a friend who plays very strange, oddball board games, and I kind of got into that, but kind of not. And obviously, he was one of the guys that got me into Magic the Gathering. That's a card game, which is, you just look it up. It's very addicting, but it's something. Now, I don't play those anymore, more along the lines of I just play Diablo. It's an old retro game from 2001 type thing. But that's not really anything competitive. It's just something to kill time. When it came to other non-board game, non-video games like sports, I never could do it. I didn't like hitting other people. I was not coordinated enough for a basketball, and I would always overheat when playing outside. I suffered heat stroke my first time playing tennis. So when it came to that, games, it was either indoors or nothing else.
So, Mr. Biscuit, what Xbox games did you like to play?
Well, Tom Clancy, ironically, was something that got me from Xbox back to a computer game on the Commodore 64. I didn't realize just how prolific his video games and all that were. Now, aside from that, there was Minecraft, which it was on the Xbox, but it's more of a computer game. There was also Skyrim. Everybody knows the Elder Scrolls line.
What about Guitar Hero?
Now, oh yes, you can't forget Guitar Hero. I was about to do that. Guitar Hero was a very popular guitar-based game from the late 2000s into the early 2012s type, and everybody was playing it. You could do Rock Band or just the guitar, and everybody was jumping on that. A lot of people had some good times with that.
Why don't you share your experience about Minecraft, where you had little kids taking all your stuff?
That was an enlightening thing for somebody, and I didn't know how to play at the time. I didn't know the setup, and this 5-year-old was asking me in this British accent if I could teleport him in, and I didn't know what he meant. And I got online, used the Xbox Live function, and I set up a game. We started playing, people doing their thing, and I found some gold for the game. And one of the kids took it. And I didn't realize at the time that you could set it where people can't loot other people's chests. Anyway, but it was a learning experience.
So do you have anything else that you would like to say to everybody?
No, that's about it. I'm looking at games right now to see if there's anything that interests me, and sadly there's nothing out there nowadays that interests me. When it comes to computers, I'm kind of done with that. I'm more of a movie watcher now, and I just stay away from that.
So there we have it. That was the biscuit.
Thank you.
In cat news today. Oh, my kitty cats, they are something else, those two. Allie's still been very affectionate. She still chills on the living room chair. And, whenever I'm sitting there, I just keep petting on her. Now, it was funny. A couple of nights ago, all of a sudden, we heard a cat outside, one of the stray cats outside, going, meow. And, Allie just all of a sudden turned around and she's looking all curious. Then Sophie runs to the front door and she moves the blinds out of the way, popping her head out the window, trying to see what's going on. And I really think Allie wanted to go to the door too, but since Sophie was there, Allie wasn't going to go. You really had to have seen it. It was funny. But, Sophie, she's still being a big old love bug. Still claiming my back every night. and that cat, pretty much every morning, she will go plop on her little stool by the front door, waiting for us to open the front door so she can look out the screen door. She loves watching outside. And then at one point, with Allie sitting on the chair, Sophie comes up on the chair and she's literally right in front of Allie. And of course, Allie wasn't happy about it. Allie kept giving her the stink eye. But Sophie was just like, I'm not leaving Allie. I want to be my mommy too. But that's all that's been going on with the cats lately. So I hope everyone is having a fabulous yarny day. Be the light and bye.